All right, in this video we are going to make the Dino Dance Party. So I'm in the My Stuff folder. Let me just move a little bit over there more. And I'm going to do a new project. And pull it up. So the first thing we are going to do is change the characters to make those dinos. And the reason why part of the reason why we chose a dinosaur is that each costume is different and makes it look like he's dancing. When we did the dog, the different costumes made it look like he was walking, but these have a kind of dancing effect, so we have chosen them. So I'm going to choose, I scroll down, I'm going to choose this red dinosaur number 2 and get him going first. So I'm going to kind of do him first and then do the other dinosaur. So I'm going to get rid of Scratch. And I think sort of right here is fine. Or actually, let me make a background and then decide where I want him. So I'm going to choose a backdrop. Yeah, this part is up to you. It could be, I don't know why that's a chalkboard. It could be on the stage, in a concert, in the desert, whatever. Let's put him on the stage. Actually, no, I don't like the stage. Let me see. Let's put him in the old dinosaur time, like that. Okay, that's perfect. So here's my dinosaur right here. It's kind of perfectly fine spot. Let's move him down a little bit there. So I want him when the game or the animation starts to go to that space. So I'm always going to do the event green flag, motion, go to, and it kind of tells me exactly where he is. Those numbers have changed. Let me try to make that bigger. Let's build it from the top and make it super, not super big, but how about like that? It tells you exactly where to go, okay? So the one thing we're going to be doing a lot of, so what happened in this video is a few things. We changed the costume, so we'll have to kind of, we know how to do that a little bit, but this time we're going to do it some more. We changed the color, we know how to do that. But this one we have some like waiting, because we want one character to do something and has to kind of wait for the other character to do something back. So we have to kind of think about how the two characters are interacting a little bit more than we did before. So we're going to be using a sort of wait button a couple times. But first I'm going to kind of set my green flag clicked, and everything's kind of going to go right in this spot. So he's going to go to that spot. I'm going to want him, I'm going to go up to the looks and kind of do the change costume. So I'm going to switch costume, and I can just kind of click and see what they are, and I'll put him at the first costume, right? Then I'm going to set the color to 0 is fine. I could choose that color, but doesn't matter. I'm going to set it to, I'm just going to use the numbers so that when it changes, it just keeps changing. And I want him to say something. So that's going to be looks again. These are all the looks button. Say, he's going to say, let's battle. And it's going to stay on the screen for, say, 2 seconds, right? So that should be good. He's going to appear, say, let's battle. Then, this is where we get into our kind of wait, and that's in the control button. So he's going to say, let's battle, and then he's got to wait while the other character kind of responds. So we don't want to wait too long, but let's say 2 seconds. He's going to wait, and then he's going to start dancing, which is basically just changing his costume and changing his color. So he doesn't actually move anywhere. For this, maybe later we might have him jump or something like that. But this is just changing costume, kind of makes it look like he's dancing. So we're going to want to do that quite a lot of times, keep going through costume after costume after costume. So the best way to do that is a repeat. We don't want it forever because then he'll just dance forever. We want it to kind of end. So 10 times is good. I think I did 30 in my original one, so I'll do 30 again. That was a good amount of things to do. So he's set up. His color is what it is. He waited till the other dinosaur said, okay, and then he's going to start changing costumes. So we go back up to looks, and we just can do next costume, and then we're going to change the color by effect 25, and we can just kind of see how that works. 25, I forget how many different numbers there were in the colors, but 25 should get us, a little bit like a rainbow, or just lots of different colors. So he's going to do that. He's going to change the next costume, change colors. If it stays like this, it'll kind of happen like so fast, right? It just like goes through all these things almost instantaneously without waiting. So we want to go back again and kind of get a wait button so that if he changes the costumes too fast, it will be like going super, super, super fast. We won't really see it. So I don't want to wait 1 second. That's kind of like a little bit too slow of a dance. I might say 0.2 seconds. And then he's going to go to the next costume, and then the next color, and the next costume, and the next color. And that we'll have to experiment to see, does it look natural that he's dancing? And we maybe have to increase that time or decrease that time. So let's have a look and see if this guy is going to dance. So I push the green flag. Let's battle. He waits for the response. And now he's dancing. His color might be changing too fast for me. So I might slow down that and do change the effect by 10. And that should make red to pink to orange, or I don't know if that's the right order, but it just kind of slows it down a notch. Okay, so it's a little bit more rainbow, whatever. You can kind of do how you like with that. So he's doing his dance. Now we want to do our other dinosaur. So again, we'll go search. And I believe I used dinosaur 4. We're going to now move him over where we want and start building his dance. Sorry, I'm outside, so I'm a little bit getting distracted by lots of noises. So we're going to do when the green flag was clicked. And kind of the first thing we notice is that he's facing the wrong way. He's got to be facing his kind of dance partner or dance battle person. So we know that that's a turn to the face direction one, that we've used that for the dog. And that's going to be point in the direction of, not 90, we can use that one and go 90. There we go. And we can do set rotation style to left and right, because he's kind of focused on that left and right plane. All right, so we want to pretty much have him do more or less the same thing as the other dinosaur. So, oh, sorry, I made a mistake on one of these. We need to get him to go to that slot right in there. So if I push the green flag, let's just move him up. If I push the green flag, he goes to the right spot. Okay. The first dinosaur is going to say, let's battle. So he's got to wait a little bit and then respond. So he's going to say, okay, we can actually go back to his looks and kind of set his costume. And we're going to say, switch costume to dinosaur A. And we're going to set the color. We'll do it kind of the same thing as we did in the other one. Set the color to 0. He gets set up, and now we've got to wait because it takes 2 seconds for the other guy to say let's battle. So he's got to wait 2 seconds, and then he's going to go up to looks, and he's going to say what's he going to say? Let's say let's do it. Let's do it. And he's going to say that for 2 seconds because the other guy was waiting for 2 seconds. So he's going to say it for 2 seconds. Could be a little bit less. It's fine. But they're going to do it for 2 seconds. Then he's going to start dancing. So we can actually copy and paste. Let's do that. We can maybe pull this out and then copy and paste, put it back, and then it's way up top, so I gotta get it and bring it down. I don't want to kind of put it in there. Oh, I think I made a mistake. I'm gonna take that part out. That's the downside of copying and pasting, and especially my thing is so big that it's a little bit harder to, so I want to move that over there and then put that on the bottom, and he should do exactly what we said. So now we just want to check to make sure everything kind of runs smooth. Let's battle. Let's do it. Oh, my dinosaur is not... Oh, he waited a little bit too long, I think. Let me see that again. It didn't look like he started dancing right away. Oh, he's waiting for some... Oh, he's waiting 2 seconds twice. We don't want him to wait. Okay, I see. When I copied and pasted, that wait 2 seconds one was done twice. So I'm going to get rid of that one. And now he should. I'm going to do it fast. Let's battle. Let's do it. Now they do it. They stop. So what I can now do here a little bit is I kind of want them maybe to leave or to enter a little bit differently. They can start out right where they are. Maybe we'll keep them starting out, but when they're done dancing, I want them to kind of like turn around and leave, right? So if I wanted to do that, when that whole thing is done, let's say the green dragon, if he wants to turn around, I got to change his direction. So I'm going to do the motion. I'm going to say, then he's going to, after he does that 30 times, he's going to point in the direction of 90. And I'm going to say, glide 2. And I'll kind of say he's going to glide like all the way off the screen. And my numbers here are, I'm going to throw that one away. And then my new one will have the correct numbers in there. Glide to that point. The red dinosaur is going to do the same thing. He's going to turn left and then go. So I got to go back to my red. And one thing I think I did not do, since he's already facing the right, I didn't do any positioning, but I can kind of add that in. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in the beginning, like up here, that he's going to point in the direction of 90, and he's going to be set rotation style left and right. Then at the very bottom, again, I'm going to do point in the direction of negative 90, and then he's going to glide. So I'm going to just slide him over. He's going to glide over to there, glide 1 second to that spot. All right, let's see. I push the green flag there, back in the middle. Let's battle. Let's do it. They start dancing. and then they leave. So when they get to that spot, I'm going to add a few more things to make it look a little bit neater. When they get to that spot, I'm going to make them disappear because I don't like the way like their kind of butts are just sticking there, right? So I'm going to go back up here, and that was it motion or looks, and it's just going to be a hide, right? So I'm going to put a hide at the very end of each one, right? Now, when the game is, or the animation is finished, they're going to be hidden. And then when I push the green flag again, they're still going to be hidden. So I need to go back to the very, very top and say show. So I'll go to all the way to the top of my thing, and I'll put show in here. And I'll put it after they've like changed their direction and stuff. So I'll go back to the top and say show. Okay, so this should be pretty good. I think there's one last thing I might do, but okay, so here they go. Let's battle, let's do it. Dancing. Here we go, and they disappear. If I click the green flag, they should come back to the middle. So yeah, if I wanted to add more things, I can kind of change some of the times, how long they say things. But I could maybe also make them kind of walk out towards each other and meet in the middle, and then kind of challenge each other. So just like I did the glide to the back, I would start them at this point, have them glide to the middle, and then do all of that stuff. So it would say they would go to whatever this spot is, point in that direction, set rotation style, then I would glide them to the middle, which would be right after this blue one here, and then they would do all that stuff. Or sorry, it wouldn't be, it would be after we do show, right? So it would be underneath show, because I wouldn't see them if I can't. I have to show them first. So that is some different things you can do. I think you can experiment a little bit more with this one of changing some of the times, what they say and how they move to meet each other. But we do want to think about the weight buttons and how those weight buttons help us have two characters interact. All right, let's see.